All right, let's get right into it.
Oh, the bonus show where you want to make money, but everybody else that makes money to fund themselves is bad.
Okay, Alex Jones is now very triggered by me. He did an attack video on me. What is so funny and kind of sad is Alex Jones, I don't really know where he's even on anymore because he's been banned from most proper platforms. So one place he exists is banned.video. That's the website. It's called banned.video. And after 2.5 days, the video has only 25,000 views. My reaction video has 325,000 views. Now, I know many of you will say, well, you're giving him publicity. No, I'm not, because nobody can see him anywhere. Okay. So anyway, he's on banned.video and some other website called BitchHute. I don't even know what these platforms are, but I'm sure they are self-proclaimed free speech platforms. Let's jump into the video and we'll look at all of it. Thanks to Mr. Blokesmunts for the message. Happy birthday, fellow Aquarius. Saturday's rally did not disappoint. JD Straightshot says, what if Alex finds out about the criminally dangerous discount codes and charged pickles? He can have at it. And Danny Thompson sending a $38 super chat on my 38th birthday. I sent a super chat last year. Well, more like many. Here is this year's celebratory chat. Here's the challenge. Match my super chat or grab a website subscription. Yeah, if we want to do all iterations of 38, like 3801, 3802, etc., we will do it all. Oh, and thanks to Toolfan and Jen here for the Twitch subs. So many things are happening that I'm struggling to get going. Ra Wanau Ia. Is that happy birthday in maybe an indigenous New Zealand language? Ra Wanau Ia. Jeez. Happy birthday. May this year bring all the calzones and uncharged pickles. Hold on. Do I have calzones here?
By the way, how are the calzones?
Right. And congratulations for not falling off the Earth during your 38th orbit around the sun. Thank you. Birthday twins, 2/2/22. It's my birthday as well. Happy birthday to you, Talissa. Sir, happy birthday. Thank you for your excellent coverage and reminding us of our wives' airborne status. Yes, very, very important.
Sir, your wife is up in the air.
A lot of our audience's spouses are up in the air. David, do you believe Alex Jones says, do you think Alex Jones believes the BS he says on his show? I actually don't. Doesn't make it any less bad, but I actually don't. All right, let's get right into video number one.
Look at that. That is a frickin' predator right there.
Right.
Who thinks he's smarter than you, thinks he's better than you, and he's going to beat you, he thinks. Pacman never talked to the New World Order. Pacman never tried to get hired by the Kissinger Group because Pacman's a loser. He's a sellout. He's not a real man. He's not a knight at the round table. He didn't actually have a real discussion with the power structure he worships. See, I said no to the evil power structure.
It's hard to imagine that anyone could believe this crap, you know?
Not because I was a hero, but because I had God. I had a connection to the infinite. I knew this was a failure. This was not good.
It would be great if Alex Jones debated Jesse Lee Peterson, where Jesse Lee would be like, David's a beta. And Alex Jones would be like, no, he's a dangerous predator. And they'd have to figure it out.
I didn't join with God and justice because I was a good person. I did it because I had discernment and wanted to be with God.
A disturbing image. Also, by the way, a lot of people in the chat say that this segment from Alex Jones is hard to follow. Yeah, I have no idea why he's even upset.
So now we look at the spirit of Judas Iscariot betraying themselves, betraying humanity, serving Soros, serving Schwab, serving Biden, serving Fauci. And then I've got some more news I want to hit here.
By the way, how is he like a bodybuilder or is he just overweight? I know it's sort of out of school, but I am fascinated by the physical evolution. Like, I think Alex Jones is only 2 years older than me. How old is he? Oh, no. Oh, my God. No, he's like 10 years older than me. Yeah, but doesn't he look much more than 10 years older than me? Like, it's just a very strange evolution.
So this is just a snapshot of the bizarreness of acting like a tape call is a call, and then nodding with it and talking to it.
Now, you guys know that we play voicemails on the show, but we also take live calls. We take live calls at least once a week, and people are able to ask me about anything. Anything. We don't even screen it. You can ask me about anything. So I'm not pretending the voicemails are live calls. It's just a voicemail segment. That's what it is.
Because you're so scared to actually talk to people.
Scared.
And give them the power of being live.
We open the phone lines and people can ask about anything they want.
Jones has fake callers. Jones has fake reviews because they're fake, because they rig everything, because they're so scared they got to control it all. And then to hear, because we can show you the Rasmussen poll, nobody wants to put you in a camp that's a Democrat. Nobody wants to arrest you. Nobody wants to have political prisoners. No.
Like at this point, I already have no idea what he's talking about. I don't know how this even relates to me.
The Republicans that support Trump, who are the ragtag group trying to get back control of the country. But could we get martial law to Republicans? Absolutely. Could that party be just as bad with neocons running it? Yes. But the neocons are allied with the Democrats. They're the ones pushing all this on record. Here it is.
I don't know how this relates to me.
Voicemail number. That number is 219-2David P. Here's a voicemail I received with a very practical
Like, why is that even funny? Why is the number funny?
question about if it came time to leave the country, would you still be able to leave the country? It's a very good question.
Hi, David. I just heard you say on the stream that if the United States becomes a full-blown dictatorship...
Like, I'm not pretending it's a live call. It literally says voicemail line. How am I pretending it's live?
By 2024,
yeah,
you will be leaving the country. So I've been thinking about this a lot myself. And is it too late? If you wait until it's a full-blown dictatorship, will you even be able to leave the country? If you're that concerned about it happening, should you be making plans to...
My segment, which says voicemail line, is me pretending it's a live caller.
Leave before it goes full-blown dictatorship?
Yeah, this is a fair question, which is like...
All right, hit pause. Back it up 5 seconds. I'm not going to edit this. I want you to hear it in congruity.
Isn't it sad? I feel bad for Alex Jones that he's like... If it's sad that I'm reacting to voicemails, how sad is it that Alex Jones is reacting to me reacting to voicemails on a website called BitchHute, right? I mean, like, what are the layers here?
They admit, and I've played the clips from the Davos group, the UN, all of it, that it's a world ID where you won't be able to travel or leave your house, quote, 1/2 foot if you don't have the vaccine passport. And I have a whole stack of articles I'll show you about that. And they're saying that Republicans are the ones that passed the law to put kill switches in all the cars, which is now law. And, I mean, the Republicans are...
I don't know how this relates to the voicemail. I genuinely have no idea.
Horrible, weak, pathetic, cowardly folks on average. I don't like them. But they're not the people in the driver's seat like the Democrats. And imagine, though, this fear porn. Though the Trump supporters are going to have a dictatorship. Are you kidding? George Soros has got almost every district attorney.
By the way, it is not lost on me that there are serious anti-Semitic undertones here for sure.
An attorney general under his control. And you sit there and act like you're not the establishment. That is a lie on its face. Continue with this garbage.
This is a fair question, which is like... If things completely changed overnight in the U.S. and all of a sudden no one was allowed to leave, the plan of saying, I will stay if and until it gets really bad doesn't work, because if it got so bad, you wouldn't be allowed to leave. I don't, you know, when we talk about the Canadian political scientist who said the U.S. could be a
back it up 5 seconds. No, exactly. No. Listen, you've got the media. You've got the universities, you've got the military, you've got the banks, you've got Hollywood, and you're like, hey, don't worry, you don't need to leave. We're raping America really good. We got drag queen story time going on, okay? We got devaluation of the dollar. We got Cloward pivot. We're gutting this bitch. We're revolutionaries. We're alpha males. We're going to screw this country like a tied billy goat. That's a little translation. The exhilaration of joining with...
Does anybody know what he's talking about?
The evil, the exhilaration of joining with the UN, the exhilaration of joining with Klaus Schwab, the exhilaration of, you're a team player, you get lots of money now. Let's continue.
US could be a dictatorship by 2030 or whatever else the case may be. I believe that it would be a continued slow slide in that direction. And I am counting on the
more projection. That's what they're doing to us.
That I would have time to get out if such a time came.
What is his criticism of me?
Now, if it's so slow that the frog doesn't realize it's getting burned, right?
Total projection.
Would I know when it's time to leave? These are all fair questions, but I don't think it would be like an overnight, no more flights out.
So they're doing this to us. Classical corporate takeover, censorship, debanking, arrest, tyranny, collapsing. And then he's talking about them as victims. Talk about a fantasy. Talk about a simulation. He's in his own, but he knows it's not a simulation. He loves this for his little groveling followers that actually drink this Kool-Aid.
That's you guys, by the way, that he's talking about. So this segment is not only about me. This is about all of you. He's talking about all of you guys. That's everybody on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook, TikToks. Yeah, not enough of you are groveling is the problem I would have, actually. There needs to be more groveling, please.
Hey, let's continue.
But maybe some people in the audience have a different perspective. On the bonus show today, we will talk about the 5G.
That's enough. Oh, the bonus show where you want to make money, but everybody else that makes money to fund themselves is bad.
The attack on the bonus show is maybe the best moment in the history of this program. I think if we were to talk about the top moments ever on the show, they would be when Anonymous hacked Westboro Baptist Church, right? I mean, I think that has to be a top moment. Man, I don't even know what the other moment, are there even good moments on this show? I don't even know. What else would be up there? I guess that and this. I mean, it's kind of sad. I don't know. I mean, the insurrection stream, I know what you guys are saying, but it was such like a sad event. I don't know. Anyway, it's hard to imagine a better moment than the attack on the bonus show.
If I was telling my children who not to be, it's that guy.
Right.
I mean, he's a disgrace. And I don't say that like, God, I feel good about myself. No, he makes me feel pathetic.
Good.
Look at those eyes, man. That dude is gone, ladies and gentlemen. Thank your lucky stars every day you're not Dave Pacman.
Oof, that's a cautionary tale.
Look at that. That is a frickin' predator right there who thinks he's smarter than you, thinks he's better than you, and he's going to beat you, he thinks.
I'm gone.
No, Joe Rogan and Bill Maher, they're all smarter than you, big man. Because, you know, they've played both sides, but now they know who's going to win. You're on the wrong side of history.
I guess that applies to you guys, too. Like, I'm interpreting everything he's saying also applies to you guys. Like, it's collectively, we're all on the wrong side, according to him.
And I'm so sorry for what's going to happen to you by your own decisions.
Oof.
But he's an archetype.
Archetype. I build arcs.
A sample out of the fetid latrine or cesspool that is the system that's the vanguard. That's the stay behind network. That's the scorched earth leavings they've got as the globalists back off to armored fortresses.
Uh-oh, he said globalist, internationalist, Trotskyite socialists, unlike Obama, Trudeau, Macron, and the rest of these Zio beasts.
Oh, the bonus show where you want to make money, but everybody else that makes money to fund themselves is bad.
Okay.
And dig into their underground bases, literally. You think the people that have the underground bases call up people like Pacman? No.
Interestingly, I mean, I can't even really talk about that. I shouldn't even be opening up the door. But he's wrong about that. He's wrong about that. The underground base, the people with the underground bases not calling me thing. I'm not even allowed to tell you guys how wrong that is right now.
Pacman never talked to the New World Order. Pacman never tried to get hired by the Kissinger Group because Pacman's a loser. He's a sellout. He's not a real man. He's not a knight at the round table. He didn't actually have a real discussion with the power structure he worships. See, I said no to the evil power structure. Not because I was a hero, but because I had God. I had a connection to the infinite. I knew this was a failure. This was not good. I didn't join with God in justice because I was a good person. I did it because I had discernment and wanted to be with God.
Right.
Mr. Pacman is not with God.
I guess this is all because I'm Jewish. It seems at the end of the day.
And he is everything you don't want to be.
What a day. What are these websites? Band.video, futurenews.news. It's bizarre.
I want to tell you about a sale that we've just launched, especially if you have not properly prepped for a disaster. 10% off all storable foods at InfoWarsStore.com.
There you
It's
go.
insurance you can eat. The globalists have crept out of the shadows and are now openly trying to destabilize the entire planet. And in my opinion, now is the most crucial time to stock up on storable food and get ready.
Right. So it's not even a 12-minute segment because 4 minutes is selling red beans, I guess.
Saved time and money later, not to mention insurance you can eat in a crisis. 10% off all storable food right now.
10%. Hard to turn that deal down. All right, guys. So that's that. That's the full Alex Jones segment, and it's completely and utterly insane. But in celebration of the insanity that me triggering Alex Jones is, we have a new coupon code because he called me a predator, and that code is Predator22. First person to use it on my website gets a free item from the online store, t-shirt, hat, mug, whatever you want. First person to use it, Predator22 at joinpacman.com. I'll keep an eye on who's first, and you'll get a free item. And that includes the world famous and frequently attacked bonus show.
Oh, the bonus show where you want to make money, but everybody else that makes money to fund themselves is bad.
Right. Exactly right. Okay. Hillary says, happy birthday, fellow Aquarius. I think the photos picked of you are handsome shots. Yeah, I don't exactly look evil in the pictures that Alex Jones pics of me, right? I mean, it's like these are not exactly, they're sort of like schoolboy pictures to some degree. David, sir, please make Thank God I Am Not David Pacman shirts. I know I should.
Thank your lucky stars every day you're not Dave Pacman.
Right. So I've got that on the soundboard, and I also have Mexelco.
Mexico and we will ban men.
Right. So I have all of those different things now on the soundboard, which is really, really exciting stuff.